The colors that you've been avoiding are the colors that experienced artists use to make their paintings look so rich and alive. Muddy, desaturated colors used on purpose are one of the most powerful tools you have. And before most of my students start working with me, they haven't been using them either because they didn't want to make ugly paintings. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why these colors are so important and how to start using them intentionally in your own paintings. So let's start with the problem with using paint straight from the tube. I think we're all guilty of using pure saturated colors straight out of the tube. They're exciting, and in the beginning, we think that bright colors are the colors that our audience wants to see. Everything feels bold and vibrant, but what happens is when every single color in your painting is demanding attention at the same time, your colors start to compete. Almost like small children competing for your attention. They're all screaming at us, right? And it leaves the viewer feeling overwhelmed because there's too much. It's too loud and there's no place to rest. No place for the eye to just land and breathe. This is one of the most common things I see with a lot of abstract artists that cross my path, guys. They use a lot of really beautiful colors and end up with chaos. And the thing is, they can't figure out why. Often they think the answer is just bringing in more color, right? They don't understand that the painting is actually missing some quiet. It's missing the colors that let the bright ones do their job. So how do muddy colors actually help? Muddy colors are also known as neutrals. We call them neutral because they either have no hue or lack a strong hue. The first thing neutrals do is make your bright colors sing. A brilliant orange on its own is lovely, but a brilliant orange next to a muted blue-gray, that feels explosive. The contrast is what creates the impact, and you can't have contrast without something quiet to contrast against. The second thing is that neutral colors are more sophisticated. And that makes it easier to bring emotional depth into your work. Pure tube colors often feel a little decorative, kind of simple in a way. But when you start desaturating those colors and use them together with your pure colors in your paintings, everything becomes more complex and way more interesting. It's one of the things that make us wonder how the artists we admire paint in a way that just pulls us in. Their paintings touch us and they feel really interesting, right? They have more layers, more complexity, and more feeling. So the third thing, these colors that we tend not to want to use is create depth and space. Bright colors tend to come towards us, while desaturated or muddy colors recede. So when you use neutral colors intentionally, you're not just making color choices, you're building a sense of distance and atmosphere into your paintings that will pull your audience in. The fourth thing, and this one I love, is harmony. Because when you, for example, blend complementary colors together on your canvas, you create neutrals. But you're also creating a relationship between the different areas of the painting. Your colors start to make the painting feel whole. So instead of isolating parts of it, the colors make all the parts of your painting feel like they belong together. I made a whole video on how you create neutrals, by the way. You can watch it by clicking the link at the top of the screen. And the fifth thing, which also happens to be the question that I'm asked the most, is how do you get those soft transitions? How do you make your colors transition into each other like that? And you got it. Neutrals do that. They act like a bridge between the strong colors. So instead of an abrupt jump from one intense color to another, the eye can actually move smoothly through the painting. And that is what people are responding to when they say a painting just feels effortless. So this is what I want you to take away from this video, because this isn't just about muddy colors being ugly colors. It's about using those muddy colors intentionally so that they actually support your paintings. Mud is only a problem when it appears accidentally, right? When you don't know how it got there, when it's spreading through your painting and just taking over. That is when you're out of control. That's when you are, have lost control. But when a muddy color is placed intentionally to create contrast, to build harmony, to add depth and set a mood, it stops being mud. Instead, it becomes a sophisticated neutral. And there's a huge difference between those two things. The difference isn't in the color itself, it's whether the artist put it there on purpose or not. And it's the whole reason why experienced artists often use far more muddy colors than beginners realize. They understand that brilliance isn't just about the bright colors, it's about what surrounds them. Okay, and if you want to learn more about saturated versus desaturated colors, that is part of what I cover in my free Clarity Kit. It's a 3-part workshop on value, variety, and color, and it also includes a checklist of 6 things that you could use to ask yourself questions while you're painting or just before you decide whether it's done or not. The link is in the description below and it's completely free. All right, guys, I hope this changes how you think about the colors that you've been trying to avoid, because honestly, some of your most beautiful paintings are waiting on the other side of that. Until next week, guys. Bye.